It feels like only yesterday we were talking about the first leg of the Carabao Cup game between Manchester City and Bristol. This time, it's time for the shoe to go on the other foot. Welcome to the Sport on Pulse. I'm Gary Al Smith, and I'm here with Selwyn Saki as we look at this game, which sees Man City leading on aggregate. Selwyn, what was the story from the first leg?
The first leg, we saw Manchester City beating Bristol City 2-1. They came from a 1-0 down, which was a bit surprising from Bristol. But then, unlike other fans who were thinking that, well, Manchester City were going to ride over Bristol City, no, because Bristol City actually eliminated Manchester United, and we're expecting a lot from them. Coming into this game, Bristol City, after losing that game, they've not been on top shape, and they've lost to Derby in the Championship and drew to Norwich, so they've not had a win after that game. Man City as well lost to Liverpool and won to Newcastle United, and that's what's helped them come into this game, and they are going away at Ashton Gate to play Bristol.
Right, so the other thing we should say is that Bristol City, some have pointed out, were one of the teams that gave Liverpool the confidence and the template to play like they did to beat them in the Premier League, right?
Yeah, they did. And
they and Crystal Palace.
They and Crystal Palace. And, you know, these are the teams that are pulling a big of threat to the big sides. And, well, Manchester City proved a point in that first leg because Bristol came out strong. The same way they played against Man United, they pressed them so high. And, you know, Manchester City, after Liverpool pressed them, Bristol also pressed them. We've seen that if you're also going to give Manchester City their game, they'll have a bit of problems in the team.
What we saw from Bristol was a team willing to match Man City's offering boot for boot, and it paid off. I mean, even though the score was 2-1, it did pay off, and they went off, or they went away with their heads really up high. Should they repeat that performance?
Well, they have to repeat it because it's 2-1. If they get
nothing to lose,
and they have to go all out. Manchester City, I think the pressure will be on them, even though they are 2-1 ahead. But Bristol City are the underdog still, and they've not won games ever since they played against Man City, and they will have to win. They've lost against Norwich, they've drawn against Derby County. Manchester City, this is a chance for them in the Carabao Cup to prove a point. They beat Manchester United, who were the champions of the Carabao Cup last season, and now they are playing against Man City. Coming from a 2-1 goal deficit, they always have a chance.
Right. So, Carabao Cup getting a bit more interesting, and the grand finale, what would it be? What are your thoughts on what the grand finale will be?
Well, I mean, looking at Arsenal and Chelsea over there.
That's the other fixture
That's the other fixture, but this game, definitely Man City is taken away by...
Arsenal-Chelsea is...
I see Chelsea taking it.
Is Chelsea taking
it?
So
the final Man City-Chelsea.
When is that game, by the way?
We should be seeing
the 24th.
24th.
That's on the 24th. That should be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes. So this will give us an idea of, you know, who gets to the next stage, and then we can find the winners pretty shortly. Pep Guardiola, don't forget, is gunning for 4 competitions this season, and he is not taking anything for granted. He has said that he's going to rest a couple of players, but he does not want to admit that it's because of the juggling he has to make in the other competitions as well.
Yeah, definitely. He has to make a lot of changes. You've seen that he signed De Bruyne on a long-term contract in 2023. So he's looking to keep the squad for a long time. Hopefully, they're going to get other players inside, and then they're going to get people to renew their contracts. And there are a lot of youngsters coming. We've seen Zinchenko playing at the left back recently. He's going to give chance to players like the Manu Garcias and all that. These Spanish young boys.
Bernardo Silva is already getting more game time.
More game time, and this is the essence of just rotating the team, because there are a lot of tournaments to play. The Champions League is waiting for them
in February.
They still want to win the Premier League. The FA Cup is also there. So I think for this game, they have him 2-1 ahead. It's a bit tricky, but then he could do with some rest.
Yeah, they could do with some rest as well. So that's it for the Sports on Pulse. Selwyn, thank you very much for your time. We'll be giving you updates. I will be giving you updates at 8:30 when I come your way with the Sports on Prime. Also, look out for one of our exclusive interviews where we'll be looking at the transfer window. I'm Gary Al Smith, and that's the Sport for now.